Well, hello there. Welcome back to another session of Virtual Field Trips, Travels, and Destinations. My name is Beth Gaff, and I'm the Systems Manager here at the Peabody Public Library. Today, we are going to take a journey to Alaska. Look at those mountaintops with snow. That's right. We're going to be taking a look at Alaska and everything it has to offer. And of course, it's one of our states. So we need to know as much as we can. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and get started with our virtual field trip today of Alaska. Well, hello there. Welcome back to another session of Virtual Field Trips, Travels, and Destinations. My name is Beth Gaff, and I am the Systems Manager here at the Peabody Public Library. And today we are going to be traveling Alaska. I'm really excited about this field trip because I am planning on taking a trip to Alaska with my kids, my grown kids. We had talked about going on a cruise, and I would love nothing more to explore a little bit before we actually get out there and go. So I know what I'm doing, or at least pretend I know what I'm doing. So we are going to start with this video that we did sign up for virtual field trips, so we are now we have an account. So I'm going to play this that they have on here about Alaska.
National Park Series, Alaska and Hawaii. Hi everyone, and welcome back to our National Park Series. The wilderness is not only large, but extremely wild and dangerous. Grizzly bears, gray wolves, red foxes, black bears, and caribou all claim this land as their home. There is no visiting this park in the winter for obvious reasons. But even in good weather, no one, not even the most hardy adventurer, could ever hope to explore even a fraction of its vastness. Some more extreme facts. The St. Elias Mountains are the world's tallest coastal range. Here is Mount St. Elias, the second highest peak in the U.S., standing tall at 18,000 feet. Even more, the Park of Wrangell St. Elias counts 9 out of the highest mountains in the country. Rugged mountains like these often have glaciers, and the glaciers here at Wrangell St. Elias are no less remarkable. So, how about some extreme facts about this national park's glaciers? Firstly, the Malaspina Glacier is the largest Piedmont glacier in the world. A Piedmont glacier is one that spreads out beyond its restraining valley walls into a lowland area. How large is it? At least 1,500 square miles, and it's even bigger than the state of Rhode Island. Moving south, you can probably guess how Glacier Bay National Park got its name. And it too has its own extremes. 50 of the glaciers in this park have been given names, and altogether they cover more than 1/4 of the park. As they reach the water's edge, large pieces of the Tidewater glaciers break off, then slide into the water and pop up again as icebergs. This is called calving. 3 of the named glaciers, Carroll, Grand Pacific, and Brady, each one covers more than 200 square miles. The most extreme fact is that thousands of passengers a day visit Glacier Bay National Park, and making it the most visited of all of Alaska's national parks. Why? Because of the huge popularity of cruise ships. That's why. You might also have a chance to see a humpback whale here in Glacier Bay. When they're here, it means that they've just returned from their winter waters off the coast of Hawaii. So, let's follow the whales, the North Pacific humpback whales to be exact. Each year, they leave Alaska's frigid waters in the fall, swimming for 6 to 8 weeks and covering 3,000 miles to their warm Hawaiian winter home. By January and all the way through March, Hawaii is where you'll find the world's most dense population of the North Pacific humpback whales. Specifically, they are here off the coast of the island called Maui to rest after their long journey, give birth, and nurture their calves before the long swim back. Not only is Maui the winter home of the humpback whales, it's also where we'll find Haleakala.
Right. So I am going to pause this. So the times that they're putting on this is because we aren't watching the full version. We're just watching the recapped. The full version length is 23 minutes, and I didn't want us to have to do that. They're starting to combine Hawaii, which is great. However, I do really want to explore Alaska here. So let's go. Let's go in here. So in here, they have, this is travelalaska.com. We can explore, and this takes us into an overview of what Alaska, possibly some things you could do. So these are the highest mountains. You can plot your course. So you can have travel articles, trip itineraries, local tips. We can navigate Alaska from here. So this shows you the roads, the parks. So just a tad. There we go. And then you've got your cruise line that goes through. Your air services, your railroad, and the native lands. And these are your roads. So it's pretty basic, really. I mean, as far as Alaska's a really big state, like really big. How to travel? It's 663,000 square miles. That's a lot of miles. So this kind of compares and shows you Alaska compared to the entire United States. So it makes up a fifth of what we do. So let's look at their weather. So it's, the map of Alaska was, okay, we saw that. Summer in Alaska is May through September. Winter is roughly October through March, so basically the same. But they can fall below 20 degrees Fahrenheit, snowbanks. Definitely colder in Alaska. Some weather records for you. Lowest temperature, could you imagine? Negative 79.8. And the highest temperature was 100 degrees. And that was back in 1915. So this is your typical lowest number normal. So yeah, Alaska is definitely one of your colder. This talks about the climate and clothing guide by region. So if you know what kind of region that you're looking at going, and this has a really awesome picture. So if you're wanting to go Arctic, which is your south central climate, this gives you information and the average temperature. So yeah, you're going to be chilly. Looks like the high could get to 70 in June and July. What about, oh no, that wasn't Arctic. This one's Arctic. Sorry about that. Worse than the other one. If cold is your thing, then Alaska's your place. Inside passage climate, about the same. So I'm going to include this website so you're able to kind of float around and see all of the different things offered. Up here they have, so that was explore, so things to do. So I'm just doing the overviews, but you could go in here and definitely take a look at some of these other ones. And again, I'm going to include this website for you. This talks about things you can do in Alaska, so you can plot your course. This is where your itinerary is probably going to come into play. So you could go on an Alaska adventure. So they have adventure tours that you can take. And you can decide what kind of an adventure you want to go on. So you could do kayaking, ziplining, ATV four-wheeling. That's pretty neat. Let's say you want to take a day cruise. And you can choose. They have river ones, glaciers, private. Of course, if you're on a cruise ship, I'm not sure if you, I don't know. When I went to the Bahamas, we still went on a sunset day cruise, and it was pretty fun. Festival and events. They've got fishing, food, museums, and arts and history. Plot your course. So you can go to, here's your museum, arts, culture, history tour. So you could go in and see what all is available there. Northern Lights. Alaska is one of the best places on Earth to see the Northern Lights, also known as the Aurora Borealis. Sorry. Colorful bands of lights. Best time to see the Northern Lights is between August and April. Towns and cities produce ambient light, interferes. Best way to view it is on the outskirts of town. So they're visible most often in the interior or the Arctic regions. So when we were back there looking at exploring, it showed us those different regions. So you could definitely go back in and take a look at those. Sightseeing tours, winter activities. Let's see what this has. Okay. Just a little teaser on that. Magic Winter in Alaska. Explore all the winter activities. Okay. So destinations would be next. We're just doing the overview. They have a find deals on here. So you can pick your course. Maybe you want regions, parks, cities. So if you wanted city life, you could choose that. And this lets you know about the city, the population. And you can pick your course. Okay, there's those interior and Arctic regions again. Getting around. So here's an overview of getting around. It looks like they have ferries and yeah, so you can fly, cruise, train. They have motor coaches, drive, ferry. So let's take a look at this. That's actually beautiful. It's really clear waters. Clear waters. I'll have to get a good video we can find on here. So you can plan your trip. And on the overview, you can go into some of these. So planning tools, places to stay, packages. So if you wanted to search, let's see if we can find a video on Alaska, just kind of highlighting some of it. Let's see. Explore Alaska. That's what we were on a minute ago. Wildlife is different. So if you go to YouTube and you just type all this stuff in, you're going to get all kinds of videos that talk about Alaska, period. So you could go in here and even explore more. So let's look at the 10 best places to visit in Alaska.
Why is filing your taxes with Free Tax USA different? Well, for starters, our
Although it is physically separated from the rest of the United States, Alaska is one of the most scenic and fascinating parts of the country. Its seclusion only adds to the beauty and mystery of the 49th state, making it an appealing getaway spot for intrepid travelers and nature lovers. Along with the major cities like Anchorage, it is important to get out and experience the natural wonders and attractions that make Alaska so beloved. Here's a look at the best places to visit in Alaska. Number 10. Wrangell St. Elias National Park. Combining great access with the amazing Alaskan landscapes, Wrangell St. Elias National Park is full of otherworldly experiences. It features a stunning concentration of the United States' tallest peaks spread throughout a national park larger than the state of Connecticut. The national park links up with Glacier Bay to create a larger UNESCO World Heritage Site. Unlike Glacier Bay, you'll have an easier time exploring the park's immense glaciers, with easy access to various adventures that also include ice climbing. Number 9. Anchorage. Set in a spectacular spot in the south center of the state, Anchorage is surrounded by majestic mountains and incredible wilderness. Sheltered from the glittering Gulf of Alaska by the Kenai Peninsula, it lies at the end of an idyllic inlet, just a stone throw away from lots of gorgeous lakes and glistening glaciers. While most people use it as a gateway from which to explore the state's rugged and remote reaches, there are a lot of things to do in Anchorage itself. As it is home to over a third of Alaska's population, it is not only an important transport hub, but a thriving cultural and economic center too. Number 8. Ketchikan. The southernmost city in Alaska, Ketchikan is a scenic destination known for being the first stop for many cruise ships that head north along the coast. Located at the foot of Deer Mountain, Ketchikan is home to a wide range of attractions. The most scenic downtown stretch is Creek Street, which is only a short distance away from the cruise ship docks. Once a rowdy red light district, these days Creek Street is home to a quieter class of establishments, but still retains its delightful historic charm. Number 7. Glacier Bay National Park. Shelve the hiking boots at Glacier Bay National Park. With all the best views seen from the water, you won't have to work up a sweat to appreciate the ornate beauty of your surroundings. Thanks to the many cruises, you'll have plenty of opportunities to explore the most popular park in the state. From your spot on the boat, keep an eye out for orcas and whales, not to mention the towering glaciers that frame every image. If you're lucky, you can kayak for a closer look. Number 6. Homer. If you're interested in exploring nature or doing some fishing, then Homer should absolutely be on your Alaskan itinerary. Located on the Kenai Peninsula, Homer is known as the fishing capital of Alaska, and it serves as a gateway to a number of national parks. While you're in Homer, you can walk along the beach to the iconic Homer Spit, drive up Skyline Drive for fantastic views, or spot wildlife in Kachemak Bay State Park, where you'll find mountain goats, bald eagles, sea lions, humpback whales, and black bears. Number 5. Skagway. Skagway was a tiny settlement when it was founded in 1887, but the Klondike Gold Rush changed the town forever. Prospectors flocked into town, and, well, the rest is history, which you can learn all about at the Klondike Gold Rush National Historic Park. The former glory of Skagway is visible not only in the Wild West-style wooden buildings in the historic center, but also when embarking on the incredibly scenic train journey on the White Pass and Yukon route. A trip on this narrow-gauge railway will have you in awe of the amazing views. Number 4. Mendenhall Glacier. Just a short drive from the city of Juneau is the Mendenhall Glacier, an enormous glacier that is calving into its own adjacent lake. There are a number of different ways to experience the glacier, ranging from a simple shuttle ride to see it up close, or a helicopter ride to truly appreciate the sheer size of the glacier. The fittest visitors may want to try out the Mendenhall Glacier West Glacier Trail, which is very challenging, but provides incredible opportunities for photography.
My name is Jackie Nelson, and I'd love to teach you whatever you want to know about singing, piano, music theory, songwriting.
Number 3. Kenai Fjords National Park. Visiting the Kenai Fjords National Park is like stepping back in time to the Ice Age. Glaciers and ice caps still exist and touch the edge of the ocean, creating dramatic and unforgettable views. Half of the park is covered in ice year-round, and there are deep fjords that have resulted where the water valleys are formed. These fjords are the ideal home to a lot of aquatic wildlife, and you'll easily spot migrating whales, as well as birds swooping down to feed on the fish in the water. Number 2. Katmai National Park. Located in southwestern Alaska, Katmai National Park is a scenic retreat close to both Homer and Kodiak Island. At the heart of the park is the Valley of 10,000 Smokes, an enormous ash flow that remained after the 1912 eruption of the Nova Rupta volcano. Also in the Katmai National Park are incredible opportunities to get up close and personal with the local wildlife. In particular, you can spot brown bears who feed on the local salmon. Fishing is also a popular pastime thanks to the abundance of rainbow trout and salmon. Number 1. Denali National Park. Denali National Park is the monumental tract of land that makes up Alaska's most famous national park. The centerpiece, by a long stretch, is Denali. Formerly known as Mount McKinley, this towering mountain is the tallest in North America, at 6,190 meters above sea level. It's truly a sight to behold, as the snowy tip seems to actually pierce the sky. Snowy boreal forests, desolate tundra, jagged mountains, and lakes all play host to caribou, moose, grizzly bear, and wolves. For those seeking true wilderness, this might just be the place.
All right. Well, everything about that video was absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. So I'm going to be including some lesson plans for us. I do have some different kinds of lesson plans that I can put out here for you, as well as the Travel Alaska link that we used today. That was just simply beautiful, and I'm so glad that we got to explore Alaska together. So, hey, thanks so much, you guys. Without you, there'd be no reason to even have these field trips. Numbers are breaking, and I love it. We hit over 500 views this past month on just the virtual field trips alone, and that is just very exciting. So I'm really happy that you're enjoying them as much as I'm enjoying doing them. And until we meet again, I will see you next time on the next Virtual Field Trips.